Good evening, goblins and ghouls, and welcome to the Wednesday night Scream Stream Minisodes. I'm your host, Spakenstein, joined as always with my very good friend, Mr. Evan Sink. And as you can see, we're having some technical difficulties this evening. We are here for our last couple installments of the Phantom Empire, and not just like the last couple. We've got 5 more, but obviously we're getting right to the end here, and the our summer of schlock returns is coming to a close. So we may try to do 2 episodes tonight. We may just do one because these technical difficulties are a pain in the butt, but we will do what we can, so we won't spend too long talking here. But I mean, Evan, anything before we get into it tonight?
Yeah. Is this stream powered by CrowdStrike or what?
Yeah, I think so. It's some residual stuff from all the craziness that happened at the beginning of the week. Of course, it would affect us now. It wouldn't be when everything else happened. It would be a couple days later when we're doing the show, right? I mean, of course, it was literally right as I sat down to
So we caught an aftershock.
like literally as soon as I pull everything up, just internet crashes. So I don't know. That's usually our luck. So we'll hope that it's the clouds part at some point. But for now, we're gonna persevere. We're gonna get through it. And I mean, I guess just a quick
We're gonna do our best.
we're gonna do our best. And so I'll just, even though I said we're gonna get right into it, we will give you a quick recap. So of course, Gene Autry, our lovable hero, our singing hero, has been running all over the underground city of Mu and or Murania, and he is wanted by just about every faction of other characters that are in this serial, and pretty much everybody wants him
Yeah.
dead.
All eyes on Gene.
All eyes are definitely on Gene, and he's, his ranch, however many feet above this underground city is, it's suffering without Gene there. He hasn't been there to sing his song, and so I don't know. I hopefully we get a song in this chapter because it's been too long. I think he's gonna lose out on his contract if he doesn't sing. So here's hoping for some of that, some of those velvety tones. But on that note, Evan, if you've got it queued up.
I'm ready.
Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get into the exciting beginning of The Phantom Empire, Chapter 8, Jaws of Jeopardy, right now.
So because of the delay, like, when I say something, I have to wait a few seconds for it to, get through the wire to you for you to
Right.
respond. And all I can hear are the crickets outside my window. And so it's every time I try to make a joke, it just sounds like I've got nothing.
just create literal crickets. Well, Evan, you know,
literal crickets.
If it couldn't get any worse, now my YouTube, now the video's buffering. So, what just as we try to get on with it,
Oh no.
then this bullshit. So let's see. I was at 19 seconds. So, gotta get back there.
You're at 18?
19. 18.
19.
And I have turned off my Wi-Fi again. So don't know I have the wired connect. You would think the wired connection would be working. Even the wired connection's being a pain in the ass. So
Yeah.
that's the thing. I got
Hmm.
options and I'm still running into problems. It's like, what do I gotta do? Okay, it looks like it's buffering. Okay. All right, Evan, if you got it queued up.
Yep.
All right, then we're gonna go ahead and get into it.
Yep.
Right now. Oh, all right. I'm just gonna chillax. That's what this is all about. I just gotta relax.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
You're
fine.
holding too much tension.
I really
Taking
am.
up all the internet.
That's what it is. It's worrying about the internet in the first place. It just continually makes it worse. It interferes with the signal.
Right, yeah. Jaws of Jeopardy.
25,000 feet. Okay, that's the distance. I have not been clear.
25,000 feet.
God, Morania is sounding a lot like the United States right now. Am I right? No, I'm just kidding. Hopefully not. But they're not. It's tense over there in Morania right now. Queen Tika. She actually is experiencing a coup.
You know, who owns the ground 25,000 feet under?
It's a good question. I don't know ultimately how far.
How far does your claim to, your land extend downward?
I would think it would be fairly deep.
Gene Orpheus headed your way. Take him dead or alive, but stop him. We have him, or at least my Thunder Guard is loyal.
Right.
Now
I mean, I guess if you were digging to China, like at what point do you just leave the country? Like, do you need a passport? To
Oh, that's the age-old question, isn't it?
Look, buddy, this is international Earth.
No rules. Oh, that's right. Gene was fighting on the catwalk.
I'm gonna put a casino 25,000 feet under the earth.
Ooh, yeah, there we go.
Oh yeah, everybody's got their little swords.
Sword fighting on the catwalk.
This was me last weekend.
Oh yeah, that's right. Evan literally was maybe you were channeling Gene Autry this past weekend as you were sword fighting all those people.
I was fighting for my life. Yeah. Yeah, I was singing my way through that tournament.
Oh yeah, that's how true heroes conquer their enemies. With some brawn and a song.
I mean, yeah, it might have thrown my opponents off if I started singing. I don't think it's in the rule.
Yeah, that's intimidation. Sure, I'm sure they would call it. Whoa! That was sick.
Thing stops on a dime.
Yeah, really. Oh, Gene's fine. He's been in Morania for, I guess, at least the last 3 or 4 chapters. Uh-oh.
Lieutenant Adair's horse is loose.
It's a trap.
And there's not a state lieutenant in sight.
Who left these horses here?
Why didn't you warn him?
Man must be to all quarters of the Empire.
Now you're like, oh, get the microphone.
Royal Guard, alert. Proceed immediately
Behind
to
you.
quarters and capture the surface man. Royal Guard, alert. Proceed to your headquarters.
He has a name. It's not Surface Man, okay?
Royal Guard, alert. Royal Guard.
Where are the robots?
Proceed to your headquarters immediately and capture the surface man.
Surface man.
Oh, there we go. Just moving in front of the in the foreground.
I can't breathe.
Uh-oh. You gotta save him, Gene. Oh, wait, he took his mask away. Brutal.
All right, I'll give it to you. You'll get me out of here.
Yeah.
Nice. Smart. Boop. Going up. Nice. There we go. Nice. Alert. Crazy how many like horse sound effects are just the same ones, like across different Western movies and TV shows. It's the same sound effects over and over again. Nice, Gene. She gave him the slip.
Juked
We've
him.
missed him. Audrey must be hiding on that hill. To the right.
He's gonna hide in a tree.
I mean, it works. Ooh. Wait, what?
I mean,
Is there a storm?
these Moranians have never seen a tree before. They don't know how to.
Yep. Yeah, I guess they don't really have to look up very much. Nice.
It's Audrey.
So crafty.
Switch horses with me.
Come on, gather some more wood for the signal fire. Wishing won't get you out of this hole.
We came here to rescue Jean from Urania, and now look at her. We should have had more sense than to climb down into this pit.
Well, how'd I know the scientists were gonna pull up the rope ladder and leave us trapped?
Should have known you couldn't trust Professor Beeson and the rest of those archaeologists.
You can't trust
Should be
scientists.
enough dynamite to uncover the radium deposit.
Right. If anyone should discover it, we'd have to share our fortune with the owners of the land and the government. All set, Professor.
Good, we'll take off.
Finders keepers.
we don't get the smoke signal started pretty soon, our club will never get here to help us.
But if those scientists ever catch us, it'll be just too bad.
Nice.
Must be getting hot. I smell smoke.
Come on, quit playing. Get some wood for a signal fire. Wish won't get us out of this hole.
How the world you do it?
Got him.
All right, if you're going to be the fireman, I'll be the wood boy.
How much wood is there in this hole?
Just enough for a signal fire.
We've been chasing one of our own men. Here, one of you fellas take him back to Meridian. We've got to find Aldrich.
Can't find him in Morania. Can't find him above ground. You need to just give up on him.
There's somebody.
Gene.
How'd you get away from Morania? Never mind that. What are you doing down there?
We're trapped.
There's a rope ladder up there someplace. Find it and throw it down so we can get out. Airplane! Scientists are coming back. Hurry! Here you are.
Uh-oh.
But be careful of the dynamite.
Gene's gonna throw the dynamite right back in the plane. He's gonna chuck it like a football. Or he's gonna hit it like a baseball. That's what he's gonna do. That's more on brand for Gene.
Yeah.
The ladder is down. Somebody's used it. And they built a fire. They must be hiding in the tunnel.
We're not going to lose that fortune in radium now. Whoever is in that tunnel is never going to tell anyone else about it.
You got us out of there just in time.
Say, we've got to broadcast at 2 o'clock.
Oh, now you've got a
We'll
broadcast.
make
Pull
it
up the
back to
ladder.
the ranch by 2 o'clock.
We'll have to. We'll lose the contract and the ranch, too. Then we'll borrow their plane.
Well, we're gonna borrow it.
Stand still. I've got you covered.
Nice.
Now you can lower your head. But don't move too fast. Because something might happen. Start your motor and take off at once. Somebody's stealing the plane. You stay here. Fly straight to Radio Range. Don't lose any time getting there.
Yep, that'll get you there in time for the broadcast.
Those horses belong to the Baxter kids. They must have been the ones who took the plane. They're headed back to the ranch.
Won't they arrest Gene for murder as soon as he appears on the ranch?
He'll broadcast and get away from there.
Oh yeah, how could we forget that Gene was wanted for murder?
Gentlemen, things have come to a sorry pass when your queen must fight enemies
Oh,
both
right.
within and without the kingdom. Until Gene Autry has been recaptured, I will never know the identity of the traitor who helped him escape from the death chamber.
But you have a pretty good idea.
Gene Autry has evaded us. Can your majesty locate him on the master television screen and direct our search?
Immediately, Commander, and I commend your presence of mind.
Queen, can you give us a hand?
We're really bad at our jobs. Can you just tell us?
We may have to start the revolution at once if Autry is recaptured, for I'm the one who saved him.
Oh yeah, Argo, why don't you just go around and start telling everybody that? I'm sure loose lips won't sink your ship.
Your Majesty.
As soon as this fella served his purpose and we're alone, I'll tell you the exact location of the entrance to Murania.
I've heard enough. We must
Yeah.
talk to them. They know too much.
To your majesty, to destroy them where they are.
Certainly. Blast that plane out of the sky.
You forget, Lord Argo, that we have never before had a traitor in our kingdom. No effort must be spared to bring Jean Autry back to Murania, so that I may learn who it was that helped him escape his death sentence. Autry and 3 companions are in a flying machine headed for Radio Ranch. I am forcing them to land. Capture them all.
Ooh. God, the powers of radium. Being able to stop a plane midair.
Forth an interference ray that will stop the flying machine in which Jean Autry is riding.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Then send it. Destroy their ignition system and force them to land at once. We have got to stop them before they reach Radio Ranch.
If this is as fast as we can go, we'll never make Radio Ranch by 2 o'clock.
As fast as I can make it go.
You're lying.
What are you going to do there? Wait and see.
This plane can go way faster.
Calling Radio Ranch.
Now we'll hear from that rollicking bandit crew, the Radio Ranch Quartet. Here they are.
Minus Gene.
The program will be over in a few minutes.
Yes, 'cause Jean
Oh,
knows
we got a
that pretty
song?
soon we're sunk.
Sounds like it.
I crossed that gal who lives upon the hill. She took big night and
Hello?
Radio Ranch? Who's calling?
This is Frankie speaking from a trumpet plane. Jean's gonna sing. Hook 'em up.
Yeah, you can't sing songs like that anymore. My cross-eyed gal who lived up the hill.
Right. Yes, folks, it's Jean Autry speaking to you from an airplane high over Radio Range. I'm going to sing, I'm getting a moon's eye view of the world.
What?
I have often wondered when down on the ground how the old world looks to Mr. Moon. And now I can see why he smiles all the while. He's watching the sweethearts as they soon. I'm getting a moon's eye view of the world.
Yeah, I'm sure this is
floating
great
around in the
audio
sky.
quality for the listeners. The Gene Autry show.
Floating in the air,
It's like he's giving a concert like over the cell phone.
Yeah, it's the exact same thing as holding the cell phone up in front of the microphone.
he knows that life is a merry
Does it sound okay?
I'm getting a moon's eye view
Any Gene is better than no Gene.
floating around in the sky. Mountains and valleys below me I see, a river winding round through the trees.
His performance was described as contractually off.
A paradise kissed by the breeze. I'm getting a moon's eye view of the world floating around in the sky. I get a thrill floating in the air, buzzing around like no one folks on the ground.
Has he got a gun?
Life is
I didn't notice he's got a gun pointed on the pilot.
moon's eye view of the world floating around in the sky.
Yeah, give the kid the gun.
It takes a lot to get that ray going. Oh,
Good morning, Jay. What'll we do? I know what I'm going to do. Stay back. That's all
ooh.
for today, folks. Take it away, Eddie.
That's all for today, folks.
He's going to jump.
You can't leave us like this. I'll get back there.
Sure he can. Watch him.
You think I'm going to try a dead stick landing with loaded dynamite? You're crazy.
Oh, there is dynamite all over that plane in there. Oh,
The dynamite. Throw it overboard. Now try to straighten out the...
throw it overboard. Yeah, there we go. while Gene does some electrical wizardry. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Those horses turned right away. Ah! They're gonna crash. Oh, oh, dang! They
Oh
did
no.
crash.
They-
Wow.
Wow.
Goodness gracious. That was the exciting conclusion of chapter 8, Jaws of Jeopardy. What do we think, Evan?
Would you say that those were Jaws?
Not really. No, I guess they just mean it as just
Yeah, yeah.
sorry, go ahead, Evan.
Oh, it kind of felt like a filler episode. I think more than some of these other ones have. Maybe we're just getting pretty far into it, but
Yeah, it was just kind of them on the run most of the time. And there weren't as many
yeah, just kind
like
of shuffled the pieces around.
yeah,
The story of Money for Nothing is
the
weird
stakes
and one
didn't
that evolved.
really get sorry, another video started playing. The stakes didn't really get raised in any way, which they've been pretty good about doing that in every chapter. So
Okay.
it's kind of strange that here they didn't quite hit the nail on the head. But yeah, you're right. Like 7 chapters in and we get on 8 and now we've got our first one that kind of feels like filler. That's an accomplishment for these serials. So, and yes, Glassra,
It's true. Yeah, yeah. We've at least made it this far without.
sorry, Evan. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, we've made it a long time without any fillers. So, and this filler wasn't necessarily bad filler. It was just, yeah, it was them on the run and yeah, I'm
We did
wishing
get a song, which
we
we've been clamoring for weeks.
that's true. That's a very good point. I've been dying for a song, so we definitely checked that box. I definitely very happy about that. So, yeah, I mean, nothing too crazy on tonight's chapter, but still keeping things moving forward. He's out of Morania, so that's a development. It's change.
Yeah,
So
he's back on the. Not only is he not underground, he was well over the ground, at
yeah,
least for a time.
yeah, yeah. He was but it seems like the Thunder Riders are probably gonna close in on him pretty quick. So who knows? Maybe he'll be going back down to Moo. Um, the original plan was to go ahead and watch chapter 9 tonight, but because the internet is being so bad and we're still freezing up, I think that we may just see. The thing is, if we don't do a second episode tonight, then that would put us trying to watch the final 4 episodes all next Wednesday, which would be a lot to take in.
Could we just have an extra Wednesday? Is there a gap?
We could, I mean, we could go after the movies end. We just usually wrap up the serial with, before we get our last movie of the season. So, but there's nothing wrong with running it a week after the last movie. I don't think there's any problem. Hey, who's gonna tell us we can't, Evan? Right? Who's what is that
Right,
asshole in
it's
charge? Who?
our
What is he?
schedule.
Right? Yeah, yeah. We get to put our finger up to the man because I am the man. So me, and yeah, we'll kind of stretch out the minisode schedule. But yeah, so I apologize for all the freezing and the internet BS tonight because it sucks. Because I definitely wanted to get a double in tonight, but you know, we will take it. We got well, just that we got
Yeah,
any.
sometimes this just happens.
Yeah, this happens, and if we can get anything done, we got to count it as a win. So we got an episode in, and we won't even take a break tonight because we just had so many problems. So we'll just that'll be it. And of course, hopefully on Friday we will all the bugs will be worked out. Maybe I'll go buy a new fucking router. Maybe that's what's on the also on the schedule for me to do tomorrow is get a new router and see if that helps with some of these issues. But um the problems will be worked out and we'll be getting after it this Friday as we again it wouldn't be a summer of schlock if we couldn't find a really cheesy Bigfoot movie in the public domain to share with everybody because there are a few. So of course we've got a pretty awful one lined up for you, and again I don't normally say that, but this movie is it's pretty ridiculous. This Friday we're gonna be watching Curse of Bigfoot, which is an interesting kind of patchwork film in that it's mostly made up of a late 50s or early 60s produced horror movie entitled Teenagers Battle the Thing. And then when they decided to
Okay.
re-release it in the 70s to television, they shot some new footage and retitled it Curse of Bigfoot. So it is just kind of a hodgepodge, and so I'm very interested to see what we make of it. I've never seen it before, but I've heard about it. So it should be fun. Of course, as always, Evan is going to bring us a delicious cocktail to pair with the evening's film in a little segment, which this season he calls.
It's Schlocktail Hour. And this Friday, what we have is with the Bigfoot movies, I'm always a little. I want to try something a little different. Something a little gamier than what we might
Okay.
usually have for a cocktail.
Right.
So what I've cooked up for this week is this is what I'm calling the Bigfoot bait because I feel like this might be something that Bigfoot himself might enjoy. Uh, to make your own Bigfoot bait, you'll need some apple brandy, some bacon jam, which we're gonna thin
Ooh.
slightly with water because the stuff's pretty thick, and a pinch of cinnamon. And this is gonna be a shot
Oh,
because
okay.
it's gonna be a little different. I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
hoping that this one will be good. But if it's not, then it's a shot. It's done. It's over quickly.
Well, I
So
it
look
sounds
forward to that. Go ahead and get your bacon jam now.
it sounds delicious. Yes, I want to save it for Friday, but I'd be remiss if I didn't ask what the hell is bacon jam? Because I've not heard of such a thing before in my life.
Well, it's what it sounds like. It's jam, like you might find in the peanut butter and bread aisle of your local supermarket, but it's made with bacon and onion. It's like a savory
Oh,
kind of
wait.
jam.
Oh, with the onion?
I've never had it before.
Oh. You shouldn't have told me that, Evan. You should have saved that as a you should have kept that a secret from me. Not a not a big onion guy. If there's one thing that I loathe the most on this earth,
Okay.
onions is probably at the top of the
Oh
list.
no, he can't.
So I know I will in the spirit of the
Worse than
cocktail.
coconut.
No, it is worse than no. This is a billion times. This is my like most hated like food. Like the one thing that I like more than anything, onions. Like even seafood, like which I just don't eat. Onions,
Okay, well hopefully it leans.
bacon. Because I
Hopefully
love
it leans a
bacon.
little more toward the bacon than the
Yeah.
onion.
And
But
obviously
I know there's yeah,
the
I think
go ahead.
I think there's like brown sugar in the jam as well, so it's like a
Okay.
sweet and savory
Okay.
kind of deal.
Well, the brandy and the cinnamon will definitely like be good. That'll definitely kind of mask it. And the bacon will too. I imagine it'll be like a hint. But, I'm sure it's not onion heavy, I'm not expecting it to be anyway. And then again,
Right.
I mean, like you said, it's a shot. So it's
Yeah, it's not onion jam.
right. Yeah, it's that. So now Evan knows one show if he just really wants to either prank me or if I just piss Evan off at some point and he just is looking to get revenge, then he knows to make some kind of onion based cocktail. And yeah, I would
Yeah, this week's drink is just a jar full of cocktail onions.
yep, just oh god, yeah. Vodka and cocktail onions. Yeah. That's a sounds like a pretty horrible
Oof.
cocktail. So don't sign me up for that, but definitely sign me up for this Bigfoot bait, which again, you can drink along with us this Friday when we watch Curse of Bigfoot. And you can find that recipe over on our Instagram page at Scream Stream Show. We're also on Twitter and TikTok at Scream Stream Show. And if you want to catch up on any of our past episodes, you can find those over on our YouTube page at Scream Stream Live. Check everything out, like and subscribe. And again, thanks everybody for watching tonight. Glastra, Spark. I know I hated the technical difficulties
For
tonight.
trying to watch.
Appreciate you trying to watch. I know that it was basically impossible tonight. So, and this episode will eventually be up on YouTube, and so you can catch it up. And I'll edit out all the pauses and the freezes and all that, and it'll be good to go. So, and of course, if you want to follow us on the socials, you can find me over on Twitter at Spakenstein, and Mr. M Sync is on Twitter and Instagram at Caligari Cursed. Anything before we sign off tonight, Evan?
We get a little worked up, we get a little upset when things don't go our way sometimes, but with all this freezing, I think we just need to let it
go. On that note, until Friday, sweet screams, everybody.
Yeah, to all a good fright.
Oh.
That's working.